Driving down Interstate 55 in Louisiana, the first thing you notice is just how flat the road is. It's straight, it's flat, there's not a whole lot of hills or mountains to go up and down. And if you turn left or right, you can see quite far. The land is flat. Interstate 55 runs north to south, so there is perhaps a change in the morphology of the land. As you go east or west of it, I haven't explored that far. To get to Gulf Shores, Alabama from here, you can take any of a number of varied routes. If you're like me and you prefer traveling on the clean, less congested interstates, you head all the way south to Interstate 10 and then you take a left. And after that, it's a straight shot to Mobile, then right past Mobile on to Gulf Shores. On the outside, it looks like a deceptively sleepy seaside village with all the signs that you would expect in a seaside resort. Gulf Shores has one of the most deeply and heavily networked set of hiking trails that traverse the area really through and through. And in instances where they run into marshlands or swamps, raised wooden platforms that keep you safe from alligators and all sorts of other animals down below. They must have tens of miles of it really, that anyone that likes hiking, walking, being outdoors, doing outdoor stuff, this is the maker for you. To top it all up, some of these trails lead right to the beach. So you can imagine running or hiking and you're all sweaty and you walk straight into the beach and dive into cold water. Well, it's not very cold most of the time, but you get a point. You dive into the teeming, inviting waters of the Gulf, wash off your sweats and your heat. Depending on the time of the year, one would assume that you're likely to find different populations represented here, with the snowbirds moving up north in summer and everyone else coming down south in summer. A short distance from the sea level, not many yards really, you will find creeks and rivers and little streams of fresh water that feed into lakes that also eventually feed into the ocean. The most interesting thing is that these streams and lakes support a diversity of plant and animal life. Flora and fauna, if you may. You will find alligators, turtles, fish, catfish no less, because the water slows down and develops swamps and marshlands and the corresponding animals and plant life that likes that sort of living situation. This area is not heavily commercialized in terms of tourism, and you'll find that there isn't any significantly major hotel chains or resorts here. But what you have is a small scale really of hotels, mom and pop shops, eateries that make some really sizzling seafood if you're into that sort of thing.